Hello, it's Daz. I quickly want to discuss what happened a few weeks ago when President Xi Jinping from China came to visit San Francisco, and seemingly the streets were cleaned up and people were asking, where did the homeless go? There was a lot of speculation that homeless people are disappearing in other cities as well. Fact checkers say that they were moved to shelters in other areas. It was seen as an insult that they could clean up the streets for a foreign leader but not do it on a day-to-day basis. But this is just a theory I have about the cost of living, especially in desirable locations like California, is that they are purposely trying to make it hard for the middle class to reside there and let the homelessness crisis get so far out of control that it pushes a lot of people to leave, and then they're then able to clean it up by trying to make it more for quote unquote one percenters. And I think this is what they're doing in certain areas like New York City as well. This is why we see a lot of, like, for instance, here in Kansas City, there's a lot of celebrities like who are popularizing it suddenly. A lot of them are moving to Tennessee because even for them, being Nova Roche, new money, they can't even afford to hardly stay out in their homes in the hills like they used to. It is sad what they're doing. Going back to the topic of homelessness and cleaning up the streets, there is more that could be done about homelessness as far as opportunities, helping with getting people treatment who are addicts, and taking the drugs away, because a problem too with a lot of social services is it helps people survive while being homeless, but it doesn't necessarily get them out of homelessness. And I've heard some theories of a homeless industrial complex where you have nonprofits ran by people and their friends who have influence, using it as a cover to say, hey, I fought the crisis, but they're not really doing anything to help curb it. And so there is a rampant problem with drugs on the streets. Like, it's awful that in some major cities, like I remember seeing plenty of documentaries on Portland and Seattle where people see needles just all around. I remember being in San Francisco plenty of times and seeing needles just strewn across the street. Think about living there, having kids, and having to see that, just the dangers even of feces on the ground and contamination. So there is more that could be done. And it's interesting how we are seeing them just be bold in our face, because even when Newsom was asked about it, he basically admitted, yeah, we did clean it up for him. Like, we did do that on purpose for the leader, but yet they're not doing it for everyday people. So as far as homeless people going missing, they try to debunk that homeless people are going missing everywhere, but a lot of people took to the internet on TikTok and other platforms to mention that in their city, not just in San Francisco or the Bay Area or California, but in their city, across the country, that there's been less homeless people visible. Any of you guys noticing this trend at all? Let me know. It is a interesting thing. I mean, there's been theories for long, conspiracy theories about the homeless being kidnapped, experimented on, or the use of some kind of camp like FEMA camps. Who really knows at this point? What I do know is that it is crazy to me that we send so much money overseas, but yet we can't help our own people here. It's wild. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. As always, let me know what you think. Share your thoughts. I hope you found this information interesting. Take care. God bless. Until next time.